Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start Will Fat Fit. And, well, it's time we visit an old friend.
Don't you call me pudgy, portly, or stout, cause tell me once again, who's fat? No.
So,
not Honda. Hyundai.
No, I think you fucked up again.
Motherfucker. Hell, we're at the mall.
Yay!
One more time.
All time.
Not yet.
What?
And that's why I don't do that very often.
Fail.
Pretty much.
Again.
So, been over a month and a half since we've been here,
Give or take.
at Hyundai. And they allowed us to get the Genesis G80, 3.8 liter.
Yay!
So,
It's a sexy car.
actually it is kind of. I do like the thing. It's a nice white. Let's go over the car first before he gets into it.
Alright, so this is the 2018 Genesis G.80, which has rear wheel drive, or all-wheel drive. 3.8 V6, which is 311 horsepower to 293 torque, with an estimate 18 to 22 miles per gallon. A 3.3 V6, which is 365 horsepower to 376 torque, which with an estimate 17 to 20 miles per gallon. Then the other one is a 5.0 V8, which has 420 horsepower, 383 torque, with 15 to 19 miles per gallon. This car only comes with an 8-speed auto transmission, 5 interior colors, 1 rim type per engine, which is kind of weird if you think about it, and 3 different trim levels, but it all depends on what engine size you get. Well, now we've gone over specs, let's see if I can get my happy self inside this beautiful, beautiful beast.
Oh, you saw them? I'm just gonna sit down.
Alright, well, for the most part, I think it's relatively nice. Small problem, like with most cars, is the steering wheel rubs up against the inner thigh there, but can still easily reach the pedals, which is really nice. Only other problem I have is the headroom absolutely sucks, because right now my head is hitting the top of the roof.
So, because he's 6'5", he's got this problem going on. You gotta come in here. As you can see, his head is just literally rubbing against the top. And the panoramic roof or moon sunroof combination type thing dropped the roof just enough that his head is as you just saw what it's doing. As for the back seat, I've already sat down, I've moved around, I've done this. There's plenty of room back here. Plenty. And that's with his large frame in front. So, if you're just under 6'5", probably around 6'4" and under, you can be his fat, my fat, it doesn't matter. You will fit. So, that's the front and back of the driver's side. Let's go ahead and look at the trunk.
So, back here at the trunk, so as you can kind of tell, it looks like about the same size as most of the Hyundais. Big enough, you can easily fit groceries, sports equipment if you're into that type of thing. Yeah, so it's just your typical everyday trunk, nothing really fancy about it.
I just want to dive right in. I keep just egging myself to just jump, see if I can actually fall into it.
Close.
Don't close it. Still in here.
2 very boring minutes later.
And fiddling around with the Genesis, we actually saw, I just randomly pressed the button and it did this. It remembered exactly where I sat last and how it was seated. I know this shouldn't be impressive for a lot of cars nowadays, but it's still kind of cool. It really is.
Now press me in to get out.
So, I like it when people go, I like it when automobile dealerships go, or car companies go a little bit more out of their way to up the game some. All right. So, little side note here, as you can tell, Dan is sitting behind me.
Woo!
I'm in the front seat. I'm not squished. I'm comfortable, even though it looks like I'm just right here at the dash. There's a lot of leg room here on the passenger side. So, next up, the brand new Sonata. The 2018 Honda Sonata, the blue one we have here. It is still a front-wheel drive automobile. 7 different trim levels, 3 different engines, 7 different colors, and the engines can come with an MPG ranging between 25 to 35, except for the 2.0, which can get 23 to 32. The 2.4 has 185 horsepower with 178 pound-feet of torque. The 1.6 has 178 horses with 195 torque. The 2.0, favorite engine out of all of them, is 245 horsepower with 260 torque. The rims can come in a 16, 17, or 18. It has 3 different transmissions, a 6-speed automatic. The Eco, highly fuel efficient one, has a 7-speed automatic. And the new transmission that they can come with is an 8-speed automatic.
Right.
So,
Right there.
it's a bit hot here. Something's rubbing my head. Stop that.
I wasn't doing anything. My hand's been back here the whole time.
Anyway, so the driver's...
That's not.
I'm on the wrong side.
It's. Dude, are you sure you're okay? It's not heat stroke.
I got heat stroke. Whatever. Just go with it. Okay, so the 2018 Hyundai Sonata. They've changed a bit of stuff on it. I think they changed the interior just a little bit. I know the front face has changed. And just like in the last Sonata that we did, the 2017, for me, fitting is literally not a problem. I don't think it ever has been. I don't think it ever will be.
You short bastard.
This is more of the base model, so a lot of nice amenities that were in the 2017 that we did, which was the high up, not there anymore. Like, no electronic seat. It's a bar, a manual bar. That's fine though. So, like, I don't think it matters if I fit into the car or not, because
No one cares.
yeah.
I know what you guys want. You want to see the big guy get in, not the short, stubby person.
I'm not that fat, not that tall. So let's go ahead and fit Rotundo in here. See what he's got. Start chanting, will he fit? Will he fit? Survey says he actually does fit.
And more or less relatively nice.
Now, a couple things that we missed on the Genesis was the seat belts.
But
We did test them. They fit really, really nice on him. As for the Sonata, though, since we don't want to forget this time, let's see if they go nicely.
oh yeah.
Now, see on the Sonata right here, it starts coming up towards his neck. On the Genesis, it was actually really down here for him, not up here. So, something to think about. Back seat. Back seat.
Back seat.
Eventually, we'll remember constantly.
Back seat.
If we don't, shoot us. And this is with a 6'5", 400 some odd pound person up front. 5'7", 370 pound person in the back. One side. Leg room. Leg room. I'm not even going to bother with the seatbelt because if it fits him, duh. Now that we got those out of the way, well, I'll as well look at the trunk, show a cute, cool, neat little feature that they added. Like I said, neat little feature that they added. You've probably already seen this in some, but push above the H. Or
The nice little hole inside the H.
yeah, that nice little hole right there.
Poke the hole.
And the trunk pops. So, because we don't give enough love to the passenger side, or any love at all, I'm gonna go ahead and do it this time. As you can tell, 6'5", he fits in the back.
Really nicely too.
5'7", I fit in the front. Now, there's a little problem, but it's pretty much just with my wide sitting stance, because I like having my feet out. I hit a bump right here on the interior wall on my right side, but if I just bring my foot forward, toes to, I know it is. Either way, we fit.
Yay!
So,
Go us. Power to the fat people.
and I know we don't go over too many specs, especially with the interior of the cars, any one of them. And the reason why is because of pudgy rolls. The pudgy rolls is going to be, or is, more of the interior view and driving dynamics of all the cars that we sit inside. Ow! Ow! Ow!
One long, angry line later.
Part take two, after slamming my hand my wrist into the door. Pudgy rolls, like I was saying, is for the interior overview and everything of the car. Of any one of the cars that we've already done. Normally I'm in the driver's seat, but I'm going to kind of switch it up to see how other people do. I kind of want to stick him and one of the other people, possibly the cameraman, into the driver's seat. Cameraman.
Are you getting fancy with us?
God damn, it just left now. It's all screwed up. It's just all messed up. You know what? Forget it. Let's go ahead and go to the couch.
Wait, which couch? Casting couch or the good couch?
Couch that we're normally used to. We'll see at the house. Today on Wheel Fat Fit, we did the Hyundai Genesis and the new 2018 Sonata.
Yay, Sonata.
Base model. That was basically a base model.
It's whatever they had available.
I want a Genesis.
I don't blame you. Well, no, I kind of do blame you.
Right?
Just a little bit.
Even I want a Genesis. What are you talking about?
Well, no one cares what you want.
I think it's awesome. Shut up.
I
The
did not
Genesis G80 we got into. Really nice.
If you're short.
Under 6'4".
Under 5.
6'4".
Make your mind.
6'4".
Make up your mind.
I was trying to say 6'5".
Like, failed.
If you're under 500 pounds. That's right. As for the Sonata.
Screw you guys. Well, no.
As for the Sonata, it is still, it seems a little
It's a Sonata.
It seems a little bit more roomy, I guess. So, like you saw, his size really was not an issue ever in the Genesis, but his height was. And that probably was just because of the panoramic or sun moon roof combination type thing. Panoramic roof, whatever the heck you want to call it. The Sonata, still freaking awesome. I actually want to do a pudgy rolls on that one again. Or, not again, but actually do a pudgy rolls on that one. I did test drive the 2017 Sonata. I freaking loved it. It was a 2.0 turbo that I was able to get a hold of. I loved it. I want to do this one. This time we're going to do pudgy rolls in it. And we're going to do pudgy rolls in the Genesis. In the Genesis, though, we have an option here. We're going to throw a cameraman and this big guy, and I'll just kind of sit on the sidelines and let them do a pudgy rolls. If you think that's going to be a good idea, because say something. My voice is going out. So, like cameraman says, do the stuff below.
Yay, things, stuff, you know what it is.
Yeah, if you don't know what it is by now, how long have you been on YouTube? Seriously? Thank you.
We love you.
So, you don't often hear me, but I'm the guy behind the camera. And I noticed something when they got in here. Watch the edge of the car as they get in. Down, down, down. This is what happens if you put a combined total of, what would it be? 400 and how much?
say about 800 to 900.
Nearly 1,000 pounds in a car at the same time.
How fucking heavy do you think we are?